Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is Ace of Arrows and the Breath of Life. And this is the first time this has come up for us, so I get to talk to you about something new. And if you look at the card, that is the Uffington White Horse in this tarot deck, and the arrow pointing up is offering you all the possibilities and opportunities to gather a thought and bring it into creation. And what this Uffington White Horse does is it breathes the vitality of life, okay, into your quest, and on your spiritual path. And by breathing life into that thought and seeing it through to creation, you touch the universe, okay, and your spirit guides your thoughts. By moving forward, you have to be clear. You have to have a clear intention. Okay, a clear thought process on how to move forward with whatever it is you want to breathe life into. Whether that's a project you're working on, at work, maybe do something different. Maybe it's, starting a new relationship. Okay, maybe it's a thought process of, vacation planning. Okay, you have to have that thinking going. Okay, and once you have it, have something in mind, you have to breathe life into it. That could be the starting of, writing down, the goals that are needed to, achieve that process. It could be as simple as, hey, I'm going on a trip. This is where I want to go. This is who I want to be with. This is what I want to do. All right. And then you just figure it out once you get there. Or, some people get very detail oriented about it. Say, you know what, we're going to Walt Disney World, and this day we're doing everything in Epcot, and this day we're doing everything in Magic Kingdom, and this day we're doing everything on a beach, and this day we're doing everything in the Wizard of Oz, or the Harry Potter theme park, or the Star Wars theme park. We're spending the day here, and then we're going home. Okay, dinners are planned, lunches are planned, everything's by the minute. And I know some people that are like that when they go on vacation. Others, when they go on vacation, just say, hey, we're heading here. We're going to sit on the beach for 3 days, and we'll figure it out from there. If that's a project or something going on, it's looking at, how does it benefit you? How does it benefit the organization? Maybe it's something that you have to resolve. Okay. And the best way to do that is, to assess what's going on. Okay. What's going on with my project? Let me take a look at it. Is this a project I want to tackle? Does it meet, certain criteria for the company where it saves money? It doesn't waste manpower, doesn't waste resources. Is it going to generate something for us? All right. And design something. Design something so, somebody can work on it. Develop it. Put it in, implement it. See if it works. See if something comes out with it. Okay. And the big key is coming back to evaluate. But this card is all about breathing life into that project, breathing life into that social gathering. Okay, hey, let's all meet at T's Ice Cream. Okay, and let's see what's happening for the night instead of going over to Joe's Pub and Grill. All right, let's go on a scavenger hunt, something on that nature. For a social activity. But you have to be clear. You have to be concise. It's almost like you need that hawk action, that we talked about last week, where, quick, decisive action coming in, having that thought process, that logic, to get you from point A to point B, whether it's a project, a relationship, or a social setting. And, once you breathe that life into it, that, the universe has given you that idea, and your spirit guides are with you. You just have to ask them. You just have to talk to them and say, hey, spirit guides, I want to do this. How do I make this happen? It's not going to happen overnight, but somewhere down the line, okay, you're going to have that opportunity. And aces are all about new beginnings. Aces are all about, the first card in the deck. It's a new opportunity, and this arrow pointed up, with that little wisp of smoke, is telling you that you have every opportunity to move forward on your spiritual path by breathing life into whatever it is you want. You got to be clear and with purpose with what you have there. Be aware of impulses that you may have. Okay, like, when I say that, it's like, man, I feel like having Mexican tonight. There might be a message for you, at that restaurant. Okay, maybe somebody you meet. Okay, maybe it's, someone along that path while you're going there. Okay, there could be some sort of message that comes along to to help spur that thought process moving forward. Also be aware of issues of need, where you just feel like you have to be someplace at a certain time. Okay, whether it's down by the water at a certain time, or being at your mother's house or grandmother's house, at a certain time. You just have that intuition telling you, your spirit guides are telling you, hey, you need to be there. Okay, don't a lot of us don't even listen to it. Okay, but those that do, they're there at the right time, at the right moment to get the information that they need. And once those appear, whether it's in dreams or whether it's in visions, however it may be, it's reminding you to move forward. Move forward with that thought process. Move forward with putting things into action. Eros is all about logic and reasoning. So if you can sit down and reason things out and figure out the steps you need to do to start making it go forward, that's what this is talking about. Sit down, take the time, breathe some life into whatever that thought is to create something to move forward. Because the universe has a plan. The universe is going to give you insight on where you need to go. It's going to stir your emotions. It's going to stir your intuition. It's going to stir your psyche to say, you know what? I want to go this way. Start looking at doing things this way. Your spirit guides are going to help guide you on it as well. And when that starts happening, when you start having a plan and you start moving forward and you start enacting, steps to that plan, you grow in confidence. And as your confidence grows, it just helps you pursue your thoughts and put them even more into action. All right, it's no different than riding a bike in Iowa. I've ridden a bike before. I hadn't been on a bike in about 4 years. Okay, first day was tough. Second day was tough, but every day that I continued to do it, it got easier and easier and easier, and my confidence got stronger and stronger and stronger. So did my strength. It's the same thing with this process. Get started. Take these baby steps. Get your confidence going. All right, to pursue those thoughts in action, and just ride that momentum. And as you look at the other cards, okay, you've had a lot of abundance to get you to this place. Okay, maybe you were frustrated because your thought process, you weren't hitting the mark. Now you know what that mark is. Okay, and it's going to show you the abundance, and it's going to be a new beginning. And you've endured and sheltered yourself to move forward. Okay, with the two, a lot of pip cards here, 2 5s, 6, and the ace, 2 6s too, because the 6 of stones, exploitation. Don't use up those resources. Look at all your resources when you're trying to breathe life in the project, because you've got a lot of friends sitting behind you, that want to share in your success. That 7 of bows, that Hearthfire. And the green man, that major arcana card, as you're walking through the forest, he wants you to take the time as you're walking through, not just to appreciate and get nourished, by the forest that you're walking in, okay, but to take the time to gather your thoughts. He wants you to find that peace and serenity as you're walking through that forest, so you can put your plans into action, so you can, feel that, anything that you do, you can do with confidence. Do it with, a self-fulfillment. We talked about that a couple weeks ago, where you feel confident to continue walking down that path. Don't stop. Take a look behind. I did that on the rides many times. Took a look behind and looked at the hills that I climbed on. Just like, oh my gosh, these things were so big. Yes, and Iowa is hilly. It's not all flat. And, it's good to look back to see where you come from. All right? So take the time to, to sit back and think about what your plans are and start putting them into action. That's that Ace of Arrows, that breath of life. That's what that means, to breathe life into your action plan. Breathe life into that thought process to get you that action plan to move forward. So this is D for the Spirit's Path. Ace of Arrows out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the card of the day. And hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave your comments down below. And share it with others. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.